Your homeworld is in peril. Your only option is to escape and find a new habitable world to live in. But you're faced with an issue. It'll be years before you arrive. While in cryostasis, your ship's AI detects an issue. The only option is to return. What's going on, everyone? Return is currently a game that is in alpha, so the full game is not yet available. Return is an art-driven soul lights game where you are returned home and soon realize that your once recognizable home is no longer what it used to be. In this game, or at least in the alpha version of this game, there's going to be lots of slashing, rolling, shooting. Your objective? It's to collect resources to repair your ship and get off this unknown world. Speaking of the unknown, this channel has yet to reach 10 subscribers, so if you can do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. To start things off, let's get into why you should play Return. Return is a Soul Lights game, so if you're a fan of Dark Souls and want a more casual experience, this is definitely the game for you. Also, to add on to that note, the game is still in alpha, so the time invested really isn't that long. But it's ultimately up to you whether you will end up wanting to play this game when it releases, or if you just want to completely forget that you ever played this game. Oh, and I also have to mention that access to this game's alpha is completely free, so you'll end up spending at most 30 minutes playing this game. It's visually kind of pleasing, combat kind of enjoyable. The best part was, I just honestly didn't know what was going to happen next. So now that you're kind of interested, you'll likely want to know where you can download the alpha. As mentioned, it's completely free, and I've gone ahead and left a link to the game's page in the description down below. I've also gone ahead and linked their Steam page just in case you absolutely love the game and want to add it to your wishlist. If you actually did like the game though, simply wishlisting the game is tremendously helpful to these indie game dev teams. If you've made it this far, I would like to now leave my thoughts on this game. The intro of this game is text scrolling of the story, and I had no problem with this at all. My only concern was with the way it was written. It wasn't bad per se, it was just kind of generic. So I'll go ahead and let that play right now, and I'll also include what I think would have sounded slightly better. I'd like to also touch on the character design a little. It's very simple, but there are certain areas where the character, and even some of the enemies, are completely not visible. Now, this might just be a me thing, but I would still like to point it out, as it kind of was a problem to me during some of the gameplay. I may understand that it was meant to be this way for the game's feel, but I'm one that truly believes that characters do need to stand out from the background, even if it's just a tiny little bit. So here's what the game's character looks like currently in the game, and what I think it should be changed to. Once again, these are just my opinions, and I'm okay with the creator and others disagreeing with me on this. If anything, maybe I'm the one that's wrong about this, so let me know. I would also like to touch on the text aspect of the game as well. The console that displays the map is clear as can be and has legible text, but the text in some items like the journal is really hard to read. Anyways, my last piece of criticism has to do with the most important aspect of this game, and it's the claim that it makes. The game claims to be an art-driven game, and while it is aesthetically pleasing, I feel like there needs to be more visuals added in. There needs to be more variety to the backgrounds, because the small amount of gameplay I got, I saw at most maybe 2 different backgrounds, maybe even 3. Some of the backgrounds weren't complete, but I understand that since it is just the alpha of this game. Nothing really popped out to me that it's art-driven. The concept is there, and I know it's just an alpha, like I mentioned, so I'm hoping that there are future updates regarding the art of this game. I know I may have been a bit too critical, but I believe that this kind of criticism is what helps make these games better, especially since this game claims to be in the development phases. There's still some time to change some things up. Now I can't wait to see what this game ends up bringing. Obviously there's still so much more to this game that we weren't able to play. Oh wait. One final thing that I almost forgot. Why does the main character have a sword? It honestly just seemed way out of place for me in the theme of this game. Every encounter I had with the human-like life on this planet had guns, so it was just a little bit weird to me. Anyways, at this time I would highly suggest checking out Return, because it has great potential. And again, the link will be in the description box down below. If you think I missed anything, make sure to leave a comment. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I can't wait for your return. That's your cue to subscribe. Thanks.